Hey, last day. Lots of stuff I'm doing today. Just amazing. That's making nuts. Too much stuff going on. Oh, right. So I mean, that's why you have to, continuous learning every single day. Right. It's like, oh, today's a little bit stressful. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of work. Yeah. So sort of reflection on how we got from point A to point B. Man, that's the most important part is understanding the process and how your mindset upgraded and elevated. And most important part is how do you go back in time and understand where you're thinking, so that you have a better understanding of how someone else thinks, right? Change, right? Again, it's a very interesting word over the past couple of days and then a week or so. It's what that really means. Let's take a look at what was the one just learned this evening. This change the way we think. I think that's the way we think, and that's the fundamental and crucial point of making a impact on your decision making. It's the way we think, right? When we're a kid, okay, well, Danny, there's no responsibility. It's a lot easier environment. You do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, right? As we grow older, we become more restricted on how we are supposed to think and why we think the way we think. Because we have to be concerned about all these things that happen around us. Finances, right? It's a big topic, right? Your job and business, right? It's another big topic. And what do you choose to do with it? And that's the sort of the mentality of, everyday living every day to his last day is changing that mindset in terms of understanding the facts, how we think, right? It comes down fundamentally how we think. Facts is always going to be facts in terms of what is currently relevant to our society. You kill somebody, guess what? You get caught, you're going to go in jail. That's sort of the facts and the basis of what's going on. In terms of the more or less scenario, at least in Canada, if you get caught killing somebody, you go to jail. Or there's a trial, blah, 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 right? And that sort of, constraint. So is to elevate to a different perspective in terms of wherever you are, stage you are in your life, whether you're 5 years old, 3 years old, 2 years old, right? It's fundamental, starting with the fact that every day could potentially be your last day. With the coronavirus right now, it's a very good topic in terms of a segue into sort of understanding. The first time I realized that, the first, I think, real moment that I realized that, it's a potential of life and death scenario, and to be prepared to what is happening is when I made some what was I say, there are some project that I think and still think that is pretty significant in terms of idea wise, right? And going to third world country is potentially a little bit more dangerous. So I created a will, and so that prompted me to make those changes, right? I think that's the sort of the mindset around thing in terms of where we go. And absolutely looking back at it, what was the will, and who did I go talk to about it? No idea, right? So that's type of the things that really resonate, and especially during coronavirus time, that a lot of people are having concerns about it impacting and it has impacted quite a significant population. So again, going back to the fundamental on a daily basis is we don't live in a confinement of day-to-day concern about how we live our life or plan to live our life, or how we plan so that we can have a better tomorrow. We're not taking ownership of anything that we do in particularly on a day-to-day basis, and it's making a better impact in our day-to-day structure. School provides teaches us English, teaches us math, teaches us science, all these social studies, history, basically, essentially social studies, history, math. Science is a derivative of math, and then business and all that. It's understanding of the fundamental of where your life could lead you to. So what do we do in life? It's one of the fundamental questions on why you live, right? Why you live, and not defined. Well, again, it's one of those things defined by people say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But what do you want to do? And it's the fundamental issue about our life. In terms of we don't know what we want to do. And besides, the things that appears to make us enjoy life more. Okay? So it's the fundamental of spending money, eating food. Well, I mean that's a typical thing. Eating food, right? Eating food, right? There's a cost to it. I really didn't really enjoy that lifetime throughout my childhood. And in terms of spending money on food, it's more of a save money, don't need it. Save money, don't need it. So I mean, probably spend 5 times, 6, 7 times more than a typical teenager would spend on food by now. That's about it in terms of been there, done that. In terms of that, anything else, right? A bucket list and whatnot. Have the privilege of coming from a family where we are able to travel quite often due to the fact that have some discounts from airline. So took advantage of that. So for me, traveling is nothing really special. It's just what it is. So I mean, it's understanding that about people don't have travel a lot. That's why they say, "Oh, I want to travel more." It's about experiences, right? So it's the fundamental of going down to find someone that shares the same commonality and doing something together to elevate and stuff like that. Now, is there a right or wrong? There's no right or wrong, and that's what fundamental what we learned in the past couple over the weekends or course. And we want to focus on finding people with the same mindset, and how do we provide a same mindset. That's not something we can do, right? Specifically. So, every day live it to its fullest. Take ownership of your words, and do your best to make your life the best that it could be today, as well as the planning of today, so that it could be even greater tomorrow. That's where you struggle to, it's a concept, right, wherein you have $1 million in your bank account specifically at this particular point in time, cash wise. How you would think and process that versus someone who's struggling to achieve that, right? So there's a lot to think about, right? It's money, not everything, and that's something a concept I understand. And it takes time to understand. It is make some significant amount of money. Be able to spend how choose or not choose to do so, and depends on where your life is currently at. You have a different mentality of what your day will look like, what your day should look like, and there's nothing wrong with it. And that's the point. And nothing to fix is that obviously we always want to make yourself right and make someone wrong, and that's not the end goal. The end goal is to continue developing and helping people to have a better lifestyle than they currently have, and then to, stimulate and challenge their thinking in a direction they never thought it was possible, providing that possibility that there is something better out there, and just giving them option and choices. And that's the sort of mentality where I stand, where, for example, if I currently have four jobs, full-time jobs, I'm stealing all the jobs from people who don't even have one. And that's something that, mentality that, just want to continue sharing, that there's job opportunities out there that people are too afraid or don't have the idea to get them. But anyways, that'll be for today, and guys, talk to you tomorrow. So make best choices, be grateful for every single day.